Welcome back. This is Syed Wasi, CEO, Center for Innovative Language Learning. And as we stand with the name Center for Innovative Language Learning, we come up with different types of video lessons on English, PTE and IELTS in an innovative way. So there will be no exception today as well. And my topic of discussion today is use of apostrophe and comma, which confuses many people, and many have requested me to come up with this video lesson. So here I am. And I'm sure I can guarantee of one thing, that after watching this video, your confusion regarding apostrophe and comma, their use in English, will be totally and completely over today. So let's go to the point. As I have written some sentences there, so I have given examples of different types of uses. I'm going to explain these things in a simplified way. And right after that, as you have, if you have seen our videos before, you know that we try to help you understand different complex things in innovative ways through demonstrations. So of course there is a demonstrations in this video as well that I'm going to show after my lecture. So let's have a look at the board now and look at the sentences we have here. For example, the confusion that arises with its and its, with apostrophe and without apostrophe. So as you can see these sentences, and I will request you to remember the use with these examples. For example, its color is blue. Many people write the opposite. For example, when they want to write its, that means it is, they rather write this one, which is wrong. So you cannot write this one here. This its is a possessive pronoun, that means someone's, in someone's possession. Its color is blue. In Bangla, if we say it, it will be like etar rong nil. Etar, the possessive one, you know. We can also say its height is tall. Its color is attractive. This one. And when you write this with an apostrophe, it will simply mean this one, it is. So it's blue, this will mean it is blue. It is blue, right? So apostrophe S here stands for is. It is. So that's why you make the contraction here. So you have to remember the usage this way. The next one basically is another usage for apostrophe, and that is for singular and plural. When you want to use apostrophe for a singular entity, for example friend, there is only one friend, my friend's dress. So the apostrophe should go before S, the letter S, my friend's dress, one friend and his or her dress. When you talk about more than one friend, so you say my friends, the apostrophe should go after S, and there shouldn't be any other S after that. So my friend's dress, this will mean my friends, many friends. Of course this should have been dresses, but dress is a countable, or it's kind of a collective noun, so you can use dress, or if you say dresses, that will be also fine. But dress is also fine because it's both singular and plural. But if there was anything else that required to be plural, then you should have put it as plural for many friends. For example, if I wrote shirt, my friend's shirt, then many friends, my friend's shirts, plural. Anyways, look at the use of the apostrophe here again. Singular entity, the apostrophe goes before S. Plural entity, the apostrophe goes after S, right? So these are the common uses of apostrophe. Basically these are the uses, simple uses I have explained. Let's move to another part regarding the use of comma. Apostrophe is a kind of comma as well, but now we are moving to the actual comma that is given at the bottom of something in a line. So what we see here, this is another problem regarding grammar, especially when you write, you have to maintain the proper use of comma. So let's start explaining this thing. For example, sometimes we use comma before and or but, and sometimes we don't. When? The simple answer is that when you have the same subject here, Tina is smart but lazy. So it's about the same person, same subject. Tina is smart but she is lazy. So Tina is the subject here. The same person is smart yet lazy. It's about the same person, so we don't need to put any comma here. But the moment you have two subjects, Tina and Rina. So Tina is smart but Rina is lazy. if you have another subject after but or and, there must be a comma before that. I repeat, when you have the same subject or don't have any subject connecting the verb with the previous subject, no comma needed with but or and. But if you have, like say, you can also say Tina is smart and energetic without comma. But here Tina is smart, but how about Rina? She is lazy. So there has to be a comma because of the two subjects. Same rule applies to and. If you say Tina is smart and Rina is lazy, same logic, comma has to be there. So what is the simple answer? Same subject, no comma before but and. Subject is different, there has to be a comma before but and. Now if we talk about items or groups, items in groups or items separately, then use of comma is also different. For example, I have got a pen, pencil and a book. These three elements here, they are separate from each other. So there has to be a comma before and. Of course, if you don't put a comma here, it's not going to be a big issue, but the problem is that if you don't put a comma here, pencil and the book will become one group and pen will be separated. But we are talking about these three items separately. So you should put a comma there to separate them from each other. What do I have? A pen, pencil and a book. But if we want to group, like say two elements together and then another element or something like that, then the use of comma will be different, like in the last sentence. For example, we help men and children and women. Here the purpose here of this comma is to group children and women together and men in another group. So all the men are in one group, all the children and women are in the other group. So there has to be a comma here, and this and actually joins children and women together. That is the main and that separates men from children and women. So men is one group, children and women is the another group, so there has to be a comma and there has to be and here, and this and is for grouping them together. So that is the basic use of comma and apostrophe, as I have said. Now in order to further understand, I am going to demonstrate this idea, as I said, using some props in an innovative way. So let's go there and see what I have to do there. So let me give you some demonstrations with the help of some props to understand the use of apostrophe and comma. For example, this is Tina, and Tina is a singular entity, so the apostrophe should go right after Tina and then the S should come because it's singular. So Tina's dress or something if you write here, so the apostrophe is before S, not after, because Tina is one, singular, one. Now if we bring her friends in, like say Tina, then we have Rina, then we have Mina, so the apostrophe then should shift after S, right here, because they are plural, Tina, Mina, Rina's something, or my friends something, plural. And in that case, if I say my friends, then the apostrophe should go after S. Suppose these are three friends, so let's use the word friends. So after the apostrophe then comes after the plural word, so it basically comes after S as well. But then again you do not use any other S here for the apostrophe because this will work for singular. Again, so this is for plural, this is for plural, friends, apostrophe goes after S. If you make it singular, then that is how it goes for apostrophe. Alright. So similarly now let's talk about the and use of comma for and but. Alright, so if we talk about the use of comma before and but, as I said, if you have the same one subject here only for any sentence, then we don't need any comma. For example, Tina and Mina. They are two entities, just join them with and, no comma before that. Or if we only talk about Tina, that Tina is smart, as you have seen the sentence in the whiteboard, Tina is smart and energetic. So smart and energetic before and, there should not be any comma. We are not going to put this here because it's the same subject. But as I was saying, if you add another subject and another verb here, in that case we need a comma here. Tina is smart and comma and Mina is energetic. Because we have two subjects, so there has to be comma before and, or even if we use but here, say it is but, then Tina is smart but Mina is lazy. Same rule, there has to be a comma because Mina is a different subject after but or and with a different verb. So that is how you should put comma there. Now as I was talking about the groups with comma, with and, it applies to the same rule. For example, if you say Tina and Mina, no comma. If you say Reena, Tina and Mina, now if you want to keep all of these three people separate, then you have to put another comma before and. Suppose I don't have that comma right now, but if we imagine there is a comma, there is a comma. Why? Because they are separate people. But in case you want to make, say, Tina and Reena a group, sorry if I made mistake in the names, but let's say Tina and Reena, they are a group and Mina is separate, then you have to put a comma here. Mina, comma, Tina and Reena. They are one group, she is one group. That is how you use the comma. If they are separate, then there has to be a comma here and there has to be another comma here, then all of them will be separated. I hope you got the idea of what I mean when we talk about the use of comma for and, but or the apostrophe. I think this has been clear enough for you to understand, and I'm sure after watching this video you are not going to make any mistake regarding the use of comma and apostrophe. Don't forget to subscribe my channel by clicking the subscribe button. I'll see you some other day. Tada, bye bye.